So we don't want to just be like, life is expensive, it's hard. We want to give a giveaway.
We want to make it a little bit easier for you.
Yes, and a giveaway for you plus a friend so that you can take the girl you wanted to take on a date. You can take her on a date even though you can't afford it.
Saying this is so us. I come running for advice because it's you I trust. I got your back. Got your back.
No one knows tomorrow.
What is it?
No one knows tomorrow.
Mini lad.
Tomorrow.
Gitti lad.
We're talking about the songs that are stuck in our head.
At full capacity.
And so throughout the day, they change every time I hear another song.
That's true.
Does that happen for you?
Yeah.
So a couple weeks back when we were filming Abel, he did the Ethiopian Airlines. I said that for 3 days.
Stuck in your head?
For 3 days.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I can't relate.
Just something in here.
Can't relate.
Might not be.
Welcome, guys.
Hi.
Today is just me and TG.
It is. And not only is it just me and you, of course, we have our team Batra Creatives.
Obviously.
Always. But it's also, for the first time in a long time, we were like, let's not have a title.
So today I literally came here and I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a lot going on. So when you were like, let's just do a freestyle episode where we just take it easy and talk, I'm like,
I love it. I mean,
you understand me. You understand.
One, that, and two is I feel like, yes, we're friends, but we're also very busy.
Yeah.
And the only time we get to see each other is when
here
we come to film. And we have a million things to discuss here that it starts to feel like, wait, I haven't caught up with my best friend in a while.
in a long time.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Is that even in the midst of like when we do message each other, sometimes we send each other like memes or sometimes we send each other things we see online and we will always have not just the same thought, but like verbatim the same thing to say.
Yes. Like, for example, today we were supposed to film with somebody.
Yeah.
And this somebody is very flaky.
And let me tell you guys, like me and TG, like we looked forward to having this guest. We prepared as we do with every guest.
With every guest.
We had all the questions, like the time, everything put together. And the guest was like,
just traipsed and flounced out. Yeah.
And then we just literally were like,
huh, that makes sense. You're friends with who you're friends with. All of y'all flaky. This is the flaky gang.
Birds of a feather flock together.
This is cornflakes.
But like the fact that we saw it the same way, I was like, even though we don't get to talk as much in the sense that we don't get to catch up as much, I still feel like there is that bond where we see each other.
I see you, bro. 100%. So today you're just going to come hang out with us and like keep up with our hangout because I think it's everybody our age that's entirely too stressed.
Like literally a couple of seconds to like a crash out, a burnout, like just a few moments away. I feel like everybody can relate to that.
We all need just a little session to vent and to get it all out and to catch up.
How are you though, mama?
Tired, bro. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It's a lot because we do a lot. We I guess it is intentional. Like there's a lot we want to achieve and so we can't take it slow. And so like multiple jobs, you deal with family, you deal with stuff at home, and at the end of the day, you're just like, I have no energy.
Yeah.
I'm ready to pass out.
Like I said, these last couple of days, I have felt like, normally, you know, when you sleep, and I don't get much sleep anyway, but normally when you sleep, you're like, okay, I can conquer the day.
Okay, you wake up refreshed.
You wake up feeling like I had a good night's sleep. I have not felt like that for like the past like week. I wake up and I'm like, what do I have to do today? Oh, Sarah,
I have to go. Yeah.
I was like, oh, this. And I'm like literally like waking up with like half of my eyes open.
Yeah.
So I feel like me and you are kind of in the same wave of things, but I got you. I hear you.
I know. We should dive into it as well because so right now, what are we juggling? There's, of course, the podcast. And I'm like, that doesn't take so long, And then I think on like Wednesday this week, I asked the team to create a short for us and posted it.
Right.
Now, when I say it in those terms, it feels like a 2-minute situation. No, you take the post, you have to add captions to it and make sure everything's correct. And then I have to put it on several applications. And then I have to tag everybody. And then I have to go on my own account. And then I have to repost everything. And then I have to check how engagement is doing. And I think I was sitting there for like 2 hours. And then I was like, wait, why did this take 2 hours?
Mm-hmm.
I have like 6 other things to do before I go to sleep today.
Yeah.
So it's those things that are adding up for me, I think. I'm transitioning from an old job into another job, but I don't have time to like peacefully transition. I have to do both at the same time.
Yeah.
So I have 3 jobs
Mm-hmm.
currently. And then, like I said, there's family, there's, my husband, my partner. I have to make sure that I have to spend time with him as well. And I'm not always like, go, go, go.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, I'm like
Wiped out. I mean, I get it because it's like, so even if like I have a permanent job that I do, I also do other freelance work. So sometimes I have to do a freelance work after I get out of work or even before.
Before a 9 to 5.
It's
is
happened.
crazy.
It's happened before. And I was like,
Mm.
because I couldn't do it any other day. And also like I have family staying with me too. And so you're just like accommodating like everything.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, I'm not giving myself any time. And I realized I was like, I think that if I keep going down this way, I will eventually just
Crash out? Yeah.
not crash out, but just be like quiet. Like I'll be around people and everyone will be talking and I'm like internally sleeping.
Yeah, that's sleeping with your eyes wide open.
And I've had that. I've had that where I've been so exhausted, I'll fall asleep like in public transportation. I'll fall asleep like in, cask. And
Dang,
it's
shorty.
burning hot. But I'm
In hell.
exhausted where I'll just like fall asleep in the cask.
Wow.
So when I get so exhausted, I become quiet and then I just start falling asleep everywhere. Kind of like my dad.
We're that age. It's starting to feel like we're that age now.
Yeah.
Where you're like, my back hurts. I slept funny.
Hey, man.
My knees are not really helping me walk down the stairs anymore.
It's prayer that is getting me through the day.
Hallelujah.
Believe it. But also like I'm a football fan as well. So I'm trying to like sleep, but also I want to catch up with the World Cup because I don't want to be left out. I love football. I normally would have watched it, but the time change between us and them is way too much.
So I had no intention of watching this World Cup. I think the second it was America, I was immediately like, yeesh.
I know.
What are we doing here?
I know.
They don't even call it football.
I know.
This might be the wrong place.
Yeah.
And then I talked about this on TikTok. I think it was like the day of opening day, like it's opening ceremony day. I'm just like casually scrolling on TikTok and an African-American woman, she just popped up on my timeline and she was like, what the hell is this FIFA World Cup thing that you guys keep going on about that's coming to town? And initially my brain didn't register what she said. I thought maybe it was a FAFO, F around and find out.
Yeah.
But it was written on top and I was like, there's no way you pronounce FIFA like that. There's no way.
No,
there's absolutely no way.
You'd be surprised because even before the World Cup, there was the NBA championship game. So everybody was obsessed with like the Knicks winning. So everybody's like, Knicks in 5, like, so I was like, wait, literally the championship game, the final game for the World Cup is also going to be like in New York, New Jersey, same place. And people are not prepared for that. A lot of people are like, oh, the halftime, Super Bowl show is bigger than the World Cup opening ceremony. And I'm like, baby, just because you're like in your own world and out of the loop, don't think that the rest of the world, doesn't watch football. Yeah.
I love America and I also can't stand America for that specific reason. Because America operates like an island, separate from the world. They think everything begins and ends with them. Their influence, their culture is all that matters.
You know what this reminds me of? I don't know why, it popped in my mind. Remember that that Brady Bunch kind of like song thingy where there were artists in every box? And Usher thought he was in the center,
Oh,
but he was actually like on this, we are the champion. And I'm like, nigga, you're not in the center. I was like, you're off to the side.
You're in the corner. There's nobody.
I look at America in terms of like sometimes the World Cup and other situations pertaining to that. That's like how I view
Yeah,
the States.
in the worlds of Donald Trump, America's so hot right now. It's the hottest country. Who are you, Paris Hilton?
I know.
But yeah, I love that aspect of their culture in the sense that it doesn't have to be true. You just really have to be delusional enough to believe you are the main character.
Yeah.
And I think that does a lot for you in terms of just survival in general.
I think it's a little weird for me because, like I said, I grew up there and I also like live here now. And I see how the rest of the world, at least for, you know, the most part, you see how people feel, how people think. And it's like, wow, you don't have that perception when you're there. When you're there, it's just like your world, what's happening around you, you know, current events. It's just that.
Yeah.
That's not to say you don't keep up with what's happening, you know, in the rest of the world. But my goodness, you'll just be so in tune with, yeah,
Just America.
it's sad.
So I would be lying if I said I was watching the games, but I am keeping up with the culture around the games.
Who are you supporting? Who are you supporting for the World Cup?
Not South Africa.
I mean,
Let's start there.
is there anybody that's
Is
supporting them
beef- South Africans.
outside of themselves?
So my husband plays online video games. He plays like Call of Duty, PUBG.
Yeah.
And he plays with a lot of South Africans. And every time they're on the like live chat, he's like, why do you keep doing this? And they're like, no, it's propaganda. We're not doing this. And he's like, who are you lying to? We see there's video footage.
Propaganda is their favorite word now.
I think maybe there's just a miscommunication. And this was a great opportunity for the rest of Africa to be like, first of all, again, not the main character. We need to
Yeah.
calm down.
Right.
We need to work as a team.
Together.
Yes. And I see people trying to explain to South Africans. And again, it's not that we don't understand the frustration of not being able to work or earn a livable wage. These are issues we have everywhere, friend. You think Ethiopians don't have that issue?
Right.
But we don't, we don't shift the blame somewhere random, like immigrants.
See, I think the issue is this. I think that people don't understand that it's painful for every African to even have to be like, yo, what you're doing is not right. Like,
To
we
have to
want-
go against another African
and another
country.
African.
Yeah.
We want to be united. We want to support one another. So to be like, we're not siding with you right now, like there's a pain. At least to me, I can sense that. And so I don't want them to think of this as something that all of Africa is just happy to be against you, you know?
Yeah.
It's just a weird time that we're in right now.
Yes, and I think this was an opportunity for them to see what they are doing is affecting the rest of Africa's attitude towards them,
Right.
and the people's opinion towards South Africa as well. So, yeah, I'm kidding, but also I'm not kidding.
Not kidding.
No, we're not.
What about Morocco? Are you supporting Morocco?
Not really. Okay, who am I supporting? Fashion-wise.
Oh, we're going
Like
to
I
the
said,
fashion.
I haven't watched a single game so far.
No way.
I just keep up with the culture.
So you haven't watched any full game yet?
No.
Dang.
I
mean,
have zero time.
every team almost has played once. Yeah.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I catch like maybe little snippets, bits and
Like
pieces.
highlights.
Yes. So DR Congo
Congo, yeah.
with their like with the leopard. Is that a leopard print or a
Yes,
cheetah?
with the
My
black.
God.
Yes.
Now that is fashion statement wise. I like the guy that stands like Patrice Lumumba
Lumumba.
statue.
Yeah.
I like that he became a part of the team and delegation, especially because America won't let any of the fans in, bro.
So, like I said, back World Cup prior to that, this began in the African Cup back in January 2026. So the Patrice Lumumba guy, like
He stood the whole season.
it was so monumental. I was telling you how what happened. There was like this controversy between Congo and an Algerian player where he kind of mocked the
Yeah.
figure. And then all of the other African teams were like, yeah, no, They're like, we
We're
love
not going to be
Patrice Lumumba.
disrespectful.
We're
Yeah.
not going to disrespect us. And then everybody stood alongside Congo. So I feel like that's, brotherhood, sisterhood sort of spirit, like traveled into the World Cup. And they played against Portugal.
And managed to draw?
When I tell you Africa has been coming strong,
That's what I mean.
so happy.
I'm so surprised.
So happy.
Yeah, same
Yeah,
here. Is there a team that you're supporting?
It's tough because, I support everybody Black, but it's tough because if I had to pick one particular team, I don't know. I think I'm just looking forward to certain teams playing, certain countries playing. But one particular team, I would like to see Africa, an African country, go to the end. I think last World Cup with Morocco, everybody's like, Morocco, because it was as close as we got,
It's as close as we got.
So for this year, I feel like there's really a chance for the continent.
Damn.
In a way that I don't think we've ever had before. Okay. Oh, yeah. They've literally every, like, Cape Verde, Congo, Morocco, who else played very well? I'm forgetting at the top of my head. Ivory Coast, like they've won or drawn all of their games. So they're doing very good. I'm excited for us.
That is who you're supposed to be rooting for, is if your country's there, great. If not, your continent.
Yes.
And then we can go based on like, okay, my favorite player plays for this country.
I'm not going to be mad if, like, honestly, if Portugal wins, if France wins, I'm not going to be mad. England, people are thinking America's going to win.
Tawa.
Yeah.
Stop it. I've seen Ethiopian players play, obviously, that grew up abroad.
Yeah.
Like, I think Canada has an Ethiopian player.
Yeah.
That's doing really well. And then there was another. So I always, again, it's a very Ethiopian thing to be like, do they have any Ethiopians in there?
Of course.
Which ones?
Yeah.
So, okay. Push comes to shove, Team Canada.
Closest thing to Team Ethiopia.
Did you watch the opening ceremony? Because I missed that. And
I watched where Burna Boy and Shakira performed. I didn't get to watch all of it. But there are a lot of performances. Yeah. What about you?
I saw a statue the weekend commissioned for one of the performances, and that's about it.
Okay.
That's the extent of it. I didn't have high hopes for their opening ceremony, to be honest with you. It sounds like a concert.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
It really was. There was a lot of people performing.
Okay, let's talk about AI now at this very moment, because we did try to watch the opening ceremony. But everything we found online was a fake AI, and all of it had millions of views, so you couldn't tell which one was AI, and you couldn't tell which one was real.
What do you mean?
Because we didn't watch it live on DSTV.
Yes.
We wanted to watch it afterwards.
Right.
So you look online, you're like, 2026, a World Cup opening ceremony. And every video that comes up is AI.
So it's not the original video?
No, it's not the original stadium, not nothing. The whole thing was made with AI. And each single video has millions of views. So you can't even tell.
So you know what's crazy about AI now is that, I don't want to say trained eye, because now there's no such thing.
There's
you
no
won't
such thing.
be able. If you are not aware of like the way certain things glitch or like the way like things look, sometimes they will like glitch for like a certain second, then you won't be able to realize if it's AI.
I think the glitch it has stopped glitching for the most part.
I've seen videos where like people who are like your friends, close people that you know, can come on video and try to come into your house. Because you know how people have those like Ring cameras in front of your door?
Yeah.
And if you don't tell them to say certain things, like put up the number 4. Because I think AI can't do that. Or go like this. Because if you do this, then
there's a shadow, okay.
So you have to tell it to do certain things, or otherwise you might believe it.
We're not nearly as concerned about AI as we need to be.
It's really scary.
I'm being fooled by AI music. I'm being fooled by AI just photographs, just reels. I have to always stop and be like, okay, is this real or is this AI? At this point, I don't know.
It's funny because I'll hear a certain song and I'm like, ooh, this sounds nice. So I'll like use Shazam to like, figure out the song. And it'll be like, can't find the song. And I'm like, I know I have good connection. What's wrong? And I'll do it again. And the reason why I can't like figure it out is it's because it's AI.
And I don't I don't like that I'm having to give AI credit. I don't like that I
That the
admitted
music
that it
is
was
good?
good.
I gotta
I
give
got
it
tricked
to AI.
into that.
I gotta give it to AI. There are some good songs. I'm sorry.
There's a lot. What I don't like, I was telling you about this earlier. I kept singing AI mezmuroch, so hymns. And I don't know how I feel about that. I was telling people it's very creepy and unsettling to have worship music made with AI.
Yeah.
Because it's missing the whole point.
Of worship.
A robot is doing it? No.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if I'm the only one that's like, because I'm hearing albums at this point, entire albums
Yes.
made with AI.
See, the thing is, if we're not careful, if we get too excited about AI being able to do everything, it will completely eliminate us from being able to do those things physically.
Scared. Mind you, I love chat. Me and GPT are like this.
People need to really come to a point where they feel like, how can I do things that AI won't be able to replace me? Because if you rely on it for everything, guess what? You're going to be kicked out, boo.
Yeah, so I went to go do a voiceover
Mhm.
at one of our regular companies.
Mhm.
And they were like, let's show you a sample. And it was generated with AI. We're voiceover artists. So you're always like, I wonder at what point will stop being a paying skill.
Yeah.
Because AI can do any voice, any intonation, anything. But she'll read and read and read and then get to Ethiopia and then she can't say it.
She can't say Ethiopia.
She can't say Ethiopia, like Amharic things. If you have Addis Ababa or something like that in there, she can't say it.
AI can't do
like,
that yet.
yes.
Not yet. Yeah.
Okay. We haven't been colonized.
It's creepy. But also, like I said, we have to come to a place in which if AI can do your job, you're in trouble.
So worried.
So here, at least that's the niche. You're like,
yeah, I'm like,
can't say
yes.
Ethiopia.
As long as there are like Amharic words, it's my job still.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely coming for us in several ways.
Guys, I'm not ready.
Okay.
I'm not ready.
Let's take a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're back.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
And this is a freestyle episode because we need to catch up and we have no other time to do this.
Speaking of catching up, let's catch up with what's happening in terms of businesses.
Girl.
Come on.
So we opened our business, I want to say 3 years ago.
No.
4?
Almost 5.
Oh my God.
Almost 5.
And 2 female business owners. We were very bold going into owning a PLC and everything.
Yeah.
And we did okay. We did well.
We did good.
We hung in there.
No, we did good. It's just unfortunate circumstances that have literally pushed us to the edge.
To the brink. So this year, what I hear a lot of business owners complain about in Ethiopia especially, is just taxes and audits and taxes and
audits
and taxes. And it goes far beyond just business owners. I think even the average person is starting to feel the pressure is getting worse.
I think, imagine, I know people say it's a luxury to be able to be a business owner and to have a business, which it is. But I think that we've seen 2 waves. I think during COVID, a lot of businesses closed down because people just didn't have the ability to sustain them, right? Yeah. And then now we're seeing another wave where taxes are so high that people are not able to keep their businesses afloat. So now it's like, what do you want people to do now? Because if a majority of businesses are closing down,
we need taxes next year and the year after
and
that.
The year after
that.
And people are struggling to pay the taxes. And they want to close down the company, and now they can't.
Yeah, we knew we would go through an audit eventually, obviously, but there's a very unique business that we do, and maybe some of the strategies that we use and some of the sources of income that we have are not your typical souk.
They're not your traditional means of making money the same way that other people would.
Yes.
Because what we're doing is different.
Exactly. And while we are a PLC, we do take on philanthropic projects. Yes, we take on things for the sake of charity. We do things for free, even though we're not paid, for the sake of creating content that might be useful. At least we used to.
We did.
And this is like verbatim the conversation that I had with our audit manager. He was like, there's no way you did it for free. Nobody works unpaid. He was like, I don't believe you. I was like, you don't have to believe me. The papers, the contracts are there.
I mean, it's documented, my
I
G.
didn't say take my word for it. It's documented.
That's actually crazy.
He was like, you're lying. And there's no way for you to be like, no, I'm not actually.
So they think that we are taking the money for ourselves?
I guess. I don't know. But how I felt walking out of that meeting is I never want to own a business or deal with taxes in this country ever again. And that's a scary sentiment when you're at the phase of Ethiopia where you're like, come, invest, work. You don't want to frustrate people out of business.
Because see, this is the thing, where people are seeing a new dawn in Ethiopia, where people are seeing the outside of how beautiful it looks and how many opportunities there are. When you are living here and you're dealing with the day-to-day, where people are unable to afford their rent, where people are borrowing every month, and they're having a hard time paying back the people they borrow from. People have to close down their businesses because they can't afford to manage taxes.
Or it was just knocked down because of the corridor, like the development.
People's like houses are maybe like on the corridor, so now they're being relocated to a different part of the city and they have to manage that. Like people are really struggling.
Mhm.
And now it's not like, you know, I'm doing better, they're not, or like, you know, I'm okay, there is no such thing.
We are fighting for
everybody-
our lives.
Everybody's struggling. I like that you brought up that point, because the idea of living in Ethiopia or coming back home is good. And we've talked about that in our prior episodes. But I think you have to take it with research. You have to think, am I capable of being here, maybe not making money for some time?
Yeah.
Or maybe my business not taking off immediately. You know, there are
It's
things like
not.
that. Yes.
Probably not.
Yeah.
And again, speaking of rent, I think laws regarding renting were
Mhm.
changed about 3 years ago. And essentially that was kind of like one of the first times where residential renters had to enter an agreement, a legal agreement with their landlord.
Mhm.
That was the first time everybody in Ethiopia had to do that.
Yeah.
But that had a 2-year expiration date.
Ooh, people couldn't wait.
All the landlords were just, you know how when a fly sees sugar, they go like this?
I hate that so much. Yeah. Yeah.
This is all the landlords waiting for that deadline. And so everybody that I've talked to has either been told to move out or pay double.
Let me tell you something. So when a landlord doesn't want to ask you to pay for significantly much
Yeah.
more, they'll be like, we're going to move in, or someone's going to move
My
in.
cousin, auntie, neighbor, friends, cousins.
Because they don't have the heart to be like, we're doubling the amount that we're asking you to pay, so somebody's going to move in.
Yeah.
Unless you realize, I can't afford to move.
Yeah.
If I move elsewhere, I'm going to pay much more than what they're asking me. So I kind of have to be like, no, you know, let's negotiate.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. So yeah, we got hit with that a couple weeks back where we were like, it's how much now? And then we were like, no, we're going to need to move. So you start asking around and you're like, okay, how much does this, like a house similar
Yeah.
to this cost? And you're like, oh, I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, I gotta
Unless
just
I'm
suck it up.
leaving Addis, literally packing up and leaving.
I've considered that. I've considered
Same.
going to
Devraseit.
Bishoftu. Yeah,
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 same.
that's my hometown. So I was like, wait, let me think about it. And then I realized,
Logistically.
do I want to live there? Like, can I, not just financially, but even physically, like, would it make sense for me to go back and forth, to be able to move completely
Yeah.
and live in a different city? And then I realized, I think I'm going to end up spending more money
The
if I live
commute is a
there
lot.
anyway.
I work from home. So realistically in my head, I was like, I could possibly move out of Addis, but it's already a problem getting me to leave my house. And I want to grow this business and I want to grow this podcast, and I need to be the type of person who's available for business meetings and who's available to come out to the city and talk to people. Same with my husband. We're both business owners and he also wants to grow his business. So we're like, I mean, it would be easier for us to leave Addis, like especially rent-wise.
Mm-mm.
But everything else, opportunities, things like that, all of it is so aggregated in Addis that you just...
It doesn't make sense because I also do like a lot of freelance work as well. So to commute back and forth from Addis to Debrecen, I
Daily.
don't think that would make any sense for me.
A lot of people do that commute, though.
A lot of people do, but
Mm.
also the main thing that makes me want to stay in Addis, I cannot tolerate your Debrecen heat.
Oh, yeah, you said it's too hot.
so hot. And so I like the coolness of Addis, which is why I'm like, this is another reason why I have to stay here.
Oh my goodness, yeah. So those have been my frustrations over the past couple of months, especially when you work from home. My bratail, I beg of you. Seriously.
Ooh, let's get into it.
So I work from home, and it always picks the worst day. Like Sundays, for example, I work a 10-hour shift.
Mm.
I have to work from 8 in the morning to 6 at night.
Mm.
And the lights go out as soon as I wake up, and they don't come back the entire day. And so the generator, mind you, look at how privileged I am. I have a generator.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm getting fired. They don't care that I don't have lights. That's none of their business.
Right.
So in order to keep my job, I can't have the excuse of "Mawrat aftono." That doesn't fly.
Nobody cares.
Literally no one. So the generator is screaming because we don't have anywhere to put it. It has to be
Right next to you.
yes. I have a splitting headache by the end of the day, and you're like, I hate life. What is life? Why am I here? What is this?
For me, I remember I paid for a light. So I, pay with the card like everyone else. And what I would normally pay for 6 months, it finished in 1 month.
Hey, yes.
And I was
it costs
like,
a lot more now.
Excuse me? And it finished during a holiday. It's like, I'm not going to have light for the rest of the day. I was literally like, what am I going to do? Came to find out, Mabra Tile works overtime now.
I was going to say, they have like holidays and
they also
Sundays,
work on Sundays
things like
too.
that. Yeah, there's
Yes,
certain locations.
They work on Sundays.
Also learned the hard way.
And I learned the hard way, and I was like, because I literally went and found out that you can go during the holidays. So went, there was no line.
Okay, thank God.
And then we ended up being able to have light. I was like, I'm never going to make this lesson again. I ended up putting in double just so that I didn't have that issue again.
Better safe than sorry.
Like I said, the luxury of being able to pay more.
Privilege. Thank God for privilege.
But
Thank God
my
for working
gosh,
hard.
Imagine for the people who can't afford it. It's so not fair.
I don't think anyone could afford Addis anymore unless you're doing so good.
No,
you have
unless
like
you are a part of fraud. Unless you are frauding it up.
And if you are, can you just send us an invite already? I am so sick of this. But yeah, so even when you are considered somebody that has the means, you're living comfortably compared to the rest of
the rest of
Ethiopians.
this country.
We live very comfortably, and even we're like, Jesus, please just give us a break.
I know.
Can we catch a break on one of these arenas so we can catch up to something?
You have to remember, we don't have children.
That's what I mean too.
If we had children, I'm trying to even wonder, would we be able to sustain the lifestyle we have now?
I think that's what I say every time I start to complain about something. I'm like,
I don't have children.
This could have been worse.
I always try to remain grateful because I'm like, I could be like up to here. And so I'm grateful because I know a lot of people have a hard time.
My neighbors have 5 kids, and it's the same size house.
Mm-hmm.
It's me, my husband, our cat. And I want to kick out the cat because she takes up too much space. Then I feel like she's crowding my house. So I always think about, I think managing costs plus kids, like it's not just you. You have to think about an entire family of people, what to feed them, where to house them, their school fees, their clothes, and they want to do activities and stuff. These are kids. You brought them into this world. Take them to the park. But
like activities are going to be minimal.
Free parks. That's one good thing that Addis has going for it is lots of free parks that you can take the kids to. But it sounds bad when we say, thank God I don't have kids, but
no, it's honestly like, again, it's a choice. But I think of in the future, I have to be able to manage and afford a life with children. Otherwise, it's just going to be too much.
Yeah. And then what we spent our 20s working and learning and working and learning, and our 30s were supposed to be the earning phase, right?
Yeah.
That's not good.
How's that going for you?
Hopefully it'll change. I think that's it. One of the reasons we do this podcast in as positive. Today is a freestyle. It doesn't count. But
Today we're just venting.
today
we're venting to
we're
you guys.
sick of everything.
Yeah.
But usually we try to stick to as many positive talking points as humanly possible, and we like do this with the negatives. We're like, we know they're there, but like.
The thing is, if you sugarcoat things, people will see through the BS. Like everybody is having a hard time. And I think, with the platform that we have, we just got to be able to voice what other people feel because we're going through it too.
Yeah.
And so, yes, we try to talk about the positive, but I just don't want to pretend all the time.
And today of all days, we're just going to tell you
we're going to give it to you as it
we're
is.
Sick and tired and sick and tired.
I've been sick and tired.
And this is for people that live in Addis, mind you.
Do you think life is relatively cheaper outside of Addis Ababa or no?
A tiny bit. I think one of the things that is the same is our bills are all the same. Like our utilities, we all pay the same amounts. Doesn't matter where you live. But living outside of Addis also comes with maybe not a lot of stability and peace and safety. Even in Addis is a little come and go. But when you live outside of Addis, it also comes with that like, can we still, travel around? Can we still, from different parts of the country? There's fuel costs have gone up tremendously.
Everywhere.
And so I don't think people that live outside of Addis are having that edge over us when it comes to bills that they used to.
No, even like when you look at everyday things that you have to buy, like oil, onions, tomatoes, like these are things that literally, especially if you are cooking all of the time, for many people, it's going to be a lot. You're going to pay thousands. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I give it to the people who are also struggling, silently struggling. Because one thing about Ethiopians, we will silently struggle. Yeah. We will not tell people what we're going through. And if we do, it's in a joke.
It's in a laugh format.
But it's like people are crying inside. Yeah. It's very hard. So we see you guys. We're going through our own versions. God help us.
Everybody's fighting the good fight, and we're all trying to remain optimistic and
get through it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you though, before we end the show, because we have done a lot of episodes for season 2. And when you compare it to season 1, for you, how has the season been? What are things that you're just like, and things that have been good for you in this season?
I think coming back for season 2 was already like a big, huge freaking win for me from last year. I said it in our But First We're Back episode. I'm like, I'm just happy to be here, bro. I'm just happy we're back here. Yeah. Because as hard as life gets, there's certain things that make it worth. You're like, okay, I could sleep today, but I could go film my podcast. And you're like, go film my podcast 100% of the time wins. I don't care how much I have to spend in transportation. I don't care if I'm missing out on gigs or if I'm going to be tired at the end of the day. I don't care.
Yeah.
A dream has this way of, again, making you optimistic and being like, okay, tomorrow could be better. The future could be nicer. I think that's the most important thing. Your dream doesn't have to be this big, showy thing. It just has to be enough to give you dopamine, maybe, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So coming back for me was really fun. I think we've met a lot of interesting people this season.
For sure.
We've diversified who we feature on the a lot of them we already knew, obviously, but we got to meet some really interesting people, and I love that. And I hope that's something that we continue to do in the future. One of our episodes, a pretty recent one, going through the Instagram comments, I'm like, wow, we're controversial. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Look
Mhm.
at us. People are arguing. What the hell?
But the thing is, being controversial is good in the sense that
Sometimes.
let me put it this way. The reason why I say that is because you force people to have a conversation. Like, why do you feel this way? Why do you not like this? Why do you like this? I think if you get people talking about something, especially when it's like in a healthy dynamic, you don't have to agree with me, but talk to me about what you feel. So that's why I think controversy is good, because it leads to people at least trying to understand each other. We don't have to see eye to eye, but at least we're talking. That's how I see it. For us, I feel like this season, it's pushed us to do more. Like, I don't think people realize sometimes we're here all day.
Yeah.
Like all day.
Much fun right now.
Yeah, like we get to like, I know it's you guys see me in TG, but we have a whole like, people of like that are working hard, just as hard as, you see us.
Spending
back.
nights in the studio editing.
Like they are literally like amazing. I don't think you guys get to see the people behind the camera, but like when I tell you guys that they have contributed to season 2 and we could not have done this without them, I feel like all of us have been stretched in a great way. It's like, can we do this? Like, can we bring this person? Can we talk about this? And I feel like it's made us like our bond even closer.
100%.
And so for me, one thing I really liked about this season is that we are able to trust each other, like creatively. We're able to be like, oh, can you guys do this? If not, okay, I'll try to do this. Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this has been something where I feel like all of us have grown. I hope that each season, God willing, if we do more seasons too, that we constantly are growing and we can say, I wasn't doing this in season 2. I wasn't doing this in season 1, but I'm doing this now, So I like that stretch. That's what I like.
See, look how optimistically she looks at it.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to. Because even the days where sometimes, guys, I'm very sick and I come here and I'm like, and I'm trying to like, get through it. And everybody makes it where it's easy to get through it. Sometimes when you're sick, you're like, I don't even want to see y'all. Like, I don't want to be here. But being here feels like I'm revived and I can do it.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Team dream for the win. What's happening home-wise, family-wise? Is everybody good? Everybody okay?
Everybody's good now. Sometimes, not everybody is healthy at the same time. And that can be a bit...
Well, that was hilarious.
What was that?
It printed something.
I have never heard the printer ever.
Tax. Yeah, those are taxes. We were talking
Your
about
taxes?
They heard us.
Jesus, let's go home. So no, you were saying, not everybody's always healthy at the same time, which can be tough. I think it's hard to see your parents getting older.
Yeah.
When you have known your parents to be a certain way your whole life, and then you see them getting, a little tired or just not having the same strength or stamina, you're like, huh?
Excuse me.
You're like, it's very scary.
Yeah.
So I've had that realization over the past couple of weeks, and I'm like, okay, I need to push through. I want to be there for my family. I want to hold everybody up. And so you don't realize, especially since I am the first child, like my family relies on me more. And so you realize I have to constantly step up and sort of be that ground, that foundation. And you never think that you're going to be there until the day comes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I hear you.
What about you?
My family's the circus, you know that. Literally, my family's the circus. Wow, it's been a very strange couple of months.
Yeah.
Just same thing. One is, I think, realizing that your parents are getting older and they're not, they can't move around and do as many things as they used to be able to do, and they're going to need help. And I'm very grateful that my brother sort of moved closer to them. So now I have somebody to be like, take care of it, bro.
Right.
And I can just relax from over here. But gosh, we're at the end, but I want to do like a rundown of all the insane insane things that have happened with my family.
Bless you.
Okay, yeah. First, my mom fell. She hurts her knee. She's in a cast. Oldest brother does something. Long story short, he's in prison. I'm gonna casually say this because it really is the circus. So my mom can't move. My dad just finished chemo, got diagnosed with cancer. And then my mom can't like get up and cook and do things. So they hire a maid. I think like 5 days after the maid being there, she collapses. She has to be taken to the hospital. They're like, oh, her appendicitis. She needs to be in surgery. My parents are like, we're not in a position to take care of anybody else right now. We can barely take care of ourselves. And they're like, Delilah is like, just kick her out and I'll give you another one. They were like, no,
Ooh.
that's insane. We don't say that about human beings. So they, as sick as they are, they're taking care of the brand new maid they barely know.
Yikes.
Shout outs to my parents.
Yes.
She recovers. I think mom slightly recovers, but then the maid robs them and leaves after she gets better. And they put her through surgery in like days at the hospital. The second she got better, she stole a bunch of money and left. So it's been like every time you get a phone call where you're like, what now? What happened now? What are you about to tell me? What next crazy thing is about to come out of your mouth in the next second? So if you have a circus of a family like mine, it's very important to have like, woosah.
You need peace.
Yeah, when you hang up the phone, you're like, well, that happened.
See, the thing about me and you is this. I think one thing people don't know, that we're able to handle high amounts of stress. Like we can look okay,
Yeah.
but we're handling so much behind the scenes and people don't know.
Yeah. And that's I suppose, a skill that you need if you're gonna do well in life.
And I think one thing that we do for each other is this. Me and you will be like, I'm here.
Yeah.
You can call me. What do you need? Come and vent. I got you, because we know that there's a certain amount we can take until
You're like,
crash out.
like, girl,
Yeah.
guess what my crazy family just said to me, or my crazy boss, or my crazy client, or something.
Or even just what I was like going through recently, and you're like, you can vent, and I'm like, I'm okay, but
I'm like, still. So in this life, have good friends, I guess, is my takeaway for today.
yes,
I can kind of get like to become a lot. Things build up over time.
for sure.
And if you don't have the type of environment around you that just listens, isn't like, you should do this, but just straight up listen.
Just be a shoulder to just be there.
Yeah.
I think with me and you, we give each other advice when we ask each other. For the most part, it's like, I'm like, whatever you need, I'm here.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
And that's important. I think that's it. That's the only thing we can count on in the year of our Lord 2026. With the way Ethiopia is right now, the best that we can do is look out for our people, check in on each other.
Yeah.
Mental health situation, not great,
Yeah,
especially with young people.
for sure.
And then besides that, is just do your best. Honestly, I don't know what else to tell you.
Because we know that everybody's going through a hard time. So
Yeah.
for those of you like, who are tuning in, like, how have you been trying to get through the year, get through the day?
Yeah, how's this year doing? Or how are you feeling? Are we tired? Are we...
Consider this like us checking in with you guys. Because yes, we're checking in with each other, but like, consider this like, your big sister's checking in with you guys too. Because sometimes people don't have anyone to check in with.
Nobody's being like, how are you really doing?
Yeah.
So this is your opportunity to share with the family and the community that we've built as well. And I
sure.
hope you guys are okay and hanging in there and doing your best to just kind of stay optimistic, I suppose, even though it's hard.
Yeah. Again, guys, like, let us know in the comments how you're doing. You guys can DM us if you want to remain anonymous, because not everybody wants their business on 4th Street on, the comments. So we get that. But thank you guys for tuning in and, being with us as usual.
Yeah. We actually have a giveaway, don't we? completely forgot that.
Giveaway. See? Bad. But if you stay tuned to the whole episode.
Yes, we'll put a little snippet of this in the beginning as well, so you
Yeah.
understand. So we don't want to just be like, life is expensive, it's hard. We want to give a giveaway.
We want to make it a little bit easier for you.
Yes, and a giveaway for you plus a friend so that you can take the girl you wanted to take on a date. You can take her on a date even though you can't afford it because we're going to give away tickets. You can bring a friend, you can bring a little cousin.
Or if you're like us and you never leave the house, this is an excuse for you to get out.
Yes, so we're going to give away tickets courtesy of
Pazimo, yes.
This is how it's going to work. Pazimo is a ticket selling like platform. They have a website. You're going to go, as soon as you're done with this video, go to pazimo.com and look at what events they have that weekend.
So guys, Pazimo is spelled Pazimo. We'll link it in the description so that you can see it, but go there.
See what events are happening at the time that you're watching this video.
Because there will be events that are sold out. So if those are sold out, obviously there are no tickets.
Pick an event, come back, tell us a creative comment. Who do you want to take? Why do you want to take them to that event? And leave it in the comment section. We're going to pick 5 people randomly plus ones.
But also, guys, you have to make sure to follow.
You better be subscribed first.
You have to. You got to follow But First Coffee on all of our social media. So Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. We'll check. No, for real, we're checking. What are you talking about?
Yeah, make sure you subscribe to this
Pazimo.
YouTube channel and that you're following Pazimo as well. So for 5 very lucky people plus their plus ones, that's 10 people in total, we'll give you tickets to any event that you see on that website. Shout out to Pazimo.
Yes.
For letting us hook y'all up.
Make sure to comment on this video too. And then we'll randomly, like we said, pick 5 people and we'll give you guys your tickets.
Yeah, what event do you want to go to? Why do you want to go? Who are you bringing with you? I want to know.
Oh, this is a lot of fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, we're going to leave you with something good at least.
Yay! So make sure to do that, guys, because we've come towards the end of the episode. Thank you guys for venting with us. And we can't wait for you guys to get the tickets. Hopefully that will be very fast.
I'm excited to just give people a fun weekend or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? Give people a little bit of a break.
If we all need a break. But that is it for us for today. As usual, stay hydrated, make good decisions, mind your business.
Mind your business.
Bye.
Bye.
It's been a long day, a long week, a long year. I know it's been a long day right here. When the world feels heavy, lean on me. But way past being friends with family.